topics that I want to discuss in this initial video. The first topic is about the dollar. There's so many people out there who are talking about how the dollar is backed by nothing and that they just print more dollars whenever they need more dollars. In fact, none of this is true. The dollar is actually backed by oil. And going back to a deal done by Kissinger and OPEC, the United States offered protection, military protection to the Arab countries and OPEC, and to protect the oil flow coming to America. And in exchange, they decided that they would only sell the U.S. dollar only sell oil in the U.S. dollar. This was a very important deal that was done, and even to this day, it's still an arrangement that's been made. And so the dollar is backed by oil. There's a direct correlationship between the price of oil and the U.S. dollar. And in this series, we're going to go over not just the correlationship, but some other very important factors. Now, the second thing that we're going to talk about here is the fact that the crisis did not come when it was expected to come. There's an awful lot of people on the internet who expected a dollar crisis in 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. There's always going to be a dollar crisis coming very soon. And the crisis never came. And the thing is does that mean that the crisis is never going to come because they were wrong in those years? Well, we're going to do a series here. And this series is going to explain that just because they were wrong doesn't mean that it's not going to come. Their timing was wrong. And one of the things that brought about the demise of why their timing was wrong, brought about the reason why their timing was wrong, was the fact that first, gold and silver prices went through a let's call it a deflationary period. Then oil went through a period where the price went lower, and all of this helped to support the dollar. The U.S. fracking industry is a very large support to the U.S. dollar, and the dollar has been riding high. It's something like 101 on the U.S. dollar index right now, and a drop of oil over the past number of months is the reason why. So we're going to go into this in a lot more detail in the series. And this is just a precursor to the series. The third topic that we're going to discuss here is, when will the crisis come? Okay, so they were wrong on the timing. In the series, we're going to go into very much detail about exactly the triggers that are going to bring the worldwide financial crisis. And it'll give you a much better idea when it's going to start. And so we're going to discuss the primary triggers that's going to cause it. A lot of people say a black swan is going to cause it. I don't think so. I think that the trigger is already here. It's right under our nose, but for some reason you need help in seeing it, the trigger that's going to cause. And when I reveal the trigger, then you're going to be able to see it for yourself, and you're going to be able to time it much better when the crisis is going to come. And the next thing that I want to discuss is this new series. I'm not exactly sure how many parts is going to be in the series, probably about 10. Each part, I'm going to try to leave each segment to about 10 minutes. or maybe 15 minutes per segment. It's going to be mostly narration and videos spliced into the narration to help make it more interesting. Now, the last part that I wanted to discuss, the fifth item I wanted to discuss, is we're in for it. What do I mean by that? I mean, there is many things tied into the dollar going down, and how bad is it going to get? It's anyone's guess, really, but in a best case scenario, we're probably going to experience something akin to the Great Depression of 1929. And so that's what I mean by we're in for it. It could actually turn out to be worse. So in this series, we're going to explore the different variables of how bad it just might get. So that's it for now.